thousands of years before Anakin Skywalker stood in the fires of Mustafar. Another Jedi stood at the edge of darkness. Before Vader was born, before the Empire rose, two knights of the Old Republic made the same fatal mistake. They believed they could walk into the dark side and walk back out. Ulic Qel-Droma thought he could infiltrate it. Exar Kun believed he could master it. Anakin thought he could control it. All three were powerful. All three were chosen by destiny in different ways. And all three fell for the same reason. They believed their will was stronger than the dark side itself. Long before the tragedy of Vader, the galaxy had already seen what happens when a Jedi tries to use darkness as a weapon. The storm did not begin with Anakin. It began thousands of years earlier. This is Star Wars, Tales of the Jedi, Dark Lords of the Sith. The Sith had been defeated before. Thousands of years earlier, during the Great Hyperspace War, Naga Sato attempted to dominate the Republic. When defeat became inevitable, he manipulated entire star systems, sacrificing them in stellar cataclysm to ensure his own escape. The Sith did not fear destruction, they feared extinction, and so they planned for survival through knowledge. After Sato came Freedon Nad, a fallen Jedi who embraced Sith teachings and crowned himself Dark Lord. On Onderon, he ruled through ritual, bloodline corruption, and terror. Even after death, his tomb radiated dark energy. His spirit lingered, whispering to the ambitious and the resentful. The Sith lineage survived not through armies, but through influence, through artifacts, through holocrons, through spirits that refused to fade. The Jedi believed the Sith extinct. They were wrong. In the Empress Teta system, two aristocratic cousins uncovered ancient Sith knowledge. Satal Keto and Aleema Keto were not warriors. They were privileged, curious, and dangerously bored. They stole a Sith spellbook from Coruscant. On Onderon, they encountered the lingering spirit of Freedon Nad, and they listened. The dark side does not demand belief. It rewards ambition. Under Nad's guidance, Satal and Aleema embraced Sith ritual and founded the Krath, a secret order devoted to dark side power. Their coup was ruthless. They assassinated their own parents. They overthrew planetary governments. They executed dissidents publicly. Aleema weaponized illusion, projecting Sith nightmares that shattered sanity. Satal mastered domination, bending followers into absolute obedience. Within months, the 7 worlds of Empress Teta were under Krath control. The Republic recognized open rebellion. The Jedi recognized something worse. The Sith were active again. Master Arca Jeth organized a combined Republic Jedi campaign. Among the young Jedi deployed were Ulic Qel-Droma and Nomi Sunrider. Ulic was bold, passionate, and fiercely devoted to justice. Nomi was disciplined, perceptive, and still carrying the grief of her husband's death. They represented two different strengths within the Order. Above Koros Major, the Krath unveiled the true scale of Sith sorcery. Aleema projected illusions of massive, ancient space grazers attacking the fleet. Republic forces panicked. Formations broke. Fire was misdirected. Nomi pierced the illusion through meditation. But illusion was only part of the strategy. Krath Chaos Fighters, piloted by hypnotically controlled soldiers, rammed Republic warships in suicidal attacks. It was brutality amplified by sorcery. During the battle, Ulic was struck by debris laced with Sith alchemy. The wound resisted healing. It carried something darker than poison. It carried corruption. As tensions escalated, thousands of Jedi gathered to deliberate the growing crisis. The Krath struck directly. Disguised infiltration droids unleashed chaos in the assembly. In the battle that followed, Master Arca Jeth was killed. His death was not theatrical. It was sudden, violent, final. For Ulic Qel-Droma, the loss was catastrophic. Arca had been mentor and moral anchor. Now grief surged through him, untempered, unresolved. The Sith poison within his body responded. It fed on anger. While the Republic fought the Krath, Exar Kun pursued a different destiny. Kun was brilliant and supremely confident. He excelled in combat and scholarship alike. But within him, Master Vodo sensed something incomplete, a void where humility should reside. Drawn by ancient whispers, Kun traveled first to Onderon, then to the moon Jun, where Freedon Nad's tomb lay sealed. He breached it. Freedon Nad's spirit did not command him. It tempted him. Kun accepted Sith scrolls and ancient knowledge. When Nadist zealots attacked him, Kun discovered how easily anger amplified his strength. The realization disturbed him, but it also exhilarated him. He traveled to Korriban, burial world of the Sith. There, he entered the Valley of the Dark Lords. Within ancient tombs, he confronted Sith spirits and unleashed rage to survive. When mortally wounded by Sith guardians, he accepted the dark side's power to heal himself. The choice was conscious, irreversible. Exar Kun was no longer Jedi. From Korriban, Kun traveled to Yavin IV, ancient stronghold of Nagasado. Among the Masasi, mutated descendants of Sith experiments, he discovered temples rich with dark side energy and laboratories of Sith alchemy. He mastered their glyphs. He wielded a Sith amulet capable of channeling extraordinary destructive force. With each use, the amulet magnified his anger exponentially. He destroyed ancient horrors left behind by Sado. Freedon Nad attempted to guide him further. Kun annihilated the spirit. He would not serve the dead. He would become the future. Haunted by Arca's death, Ulic believed the Krath must be destroyed from within. Despite warnings from the Jedi Masters, he traveled to Sinagar and infiltrated the Krath hierarchy. He staged heroics to gain Aleema's trust. He endured interrogation and Sith poison to maintain his cover. But the poison within him deepened. Satal suspected him. Nomi Sunrider followed, attempting to rescue him. To preserve his position, Ulic publicly denounced her. He chose strategy over truth. But strategy demands control. Control was slipping. When the Jedi strike team attempted extraction, the Sith poison reached critical intensity. Satal revealed its purpose. The toxin did not merely weaken, it reacted to anger. It amplified dark side energy within the bloodstream. Ulic's grief and fury ignited it. The explosion of power was catastrophic. Waves of dark side energy erupted from him, injuring allies and enemies alike. Nomi saw the truth. This was no longer infiltration. It was transformation. The Jedi retreated, and Nomi made the most painful decision of her life. Ulic had chosen, and the Jedi way forbids coercion. Exar Kun sensed rival dark side energies on Sinagar. He traveled there not to ally, but to eliminate competition. When Kun confronted Ulic, both wielded Sith amulets recovered from ancient tombs. The relics resonated. They were not separate artifacts. They were designed as one. When brought together, they activated. The spirit of an ancient Sith Dark Lord manifested through them. A contingency crafted centuries earlier when the Sith anticipated extinction. The message was clear. The Sith were never meant to vanish. They were meant to return. Exar Kun was declared Dark Lord of the Sith. Ulic Qel-Droma was named his apprentice, The titles were not forced. They were accepted. With that acceptance, the Sith were reborn. If you want to understand how the Jedi and the Sith truly rose from ancient shadows, make sure to watch the other videos on this channel. And if you're enjoying these deep dive stories from the Old Republic era, like the video, subscribe, and join me as we uncover the lost history of Star Wars. Until next time, may the Force be with you.